Everyone. Welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here on Friday, the 19th of March, the solemnity of St. Joseph, husband of Mary. Great feast day that we celebrate here in the midst of our Lenten journey. We'll celebrate Mass tonight at 6 p.m., and you can still register for that Mass. We'll gather in the church at 6 p.m. and celebrate this great feast. Pope Francis has written a wonderful apostolic letter calling for the year of St. Joseph. And so we're celebrating that, as you know, through this whole year. And I just want to read a brief little passage from that apostolic letter, which Pope Francis describes St. Joseph to us in a way that I think is really approachable and accessible for us, and reminds us of the gift that St. Joseph was and continues to be, both in the life of Jesus and Mary and now in the life of the Church. If you remember, St. Joseph was challenged a lot in his lifetime. We hear of him in the early chapters of Matthew's Gospel and Luke's Gospel. And he really listened to the Lord calling him, and in particular, as we'll hear tonight in the scripture, calling him in dreams. And so let me read just a brief passage from Pope Francis's apostolic letter that really, I think, captures Joseph very well. The Pope writes, even through Joseph's fears, God's will, his history, and his plan were at work. Joseph then teaches us that faith in God includes believing that he can work even through our fears, our frailties, and our weaknesses. He also teaches us that amid the tempests of life, we must never be afraid to let the Lord steer our course. At times, we want to be in complete control, yet God always sees the bigger picture. That's very comforting to know that through the life of St. Joseph, God continually showed him the bigger picture. And he does that for us too, in the midst of our own crises, in our own personal lives, what we've been through this past year, and what we continue to navigate through in these days. So I hope you can join us tonight for Mass at 6 p.m. Again, you can register online for that. As I'm recording this, there are plenty of seats still available for the Mass, so I hope you can join us for that. Also want to remind you about our Lenten retreat that's coming up tomorrow on Saturday. You can also register for that on our website. We'll meet from 8:30 till about 10:30 online, so we'll have virtual sessions, one in Spanish and one in English, and when you register you can choose the language that you'd like to celebrate the retreat in. And then we'll gather for Mass about 11:15 on Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, in the church, followed by some time for personal prayer and adoration of the Blessed Sacrament until 1 o'clock. So should be a good day tomorrow as well. So two really wonderful parish events coming up, Mass tonight and the retreat tomorrow. So hope you can join us for both of those. More good news. We are expanding the time that the church will be open for you to just come by for personal prayer. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, starting this coming Monday, the 22nd, the church will be open after the 8:30 Mass, so a little after 9 o'clock until 4 p.m. So that's on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, open still right after the 9 o'clock or the 8:30 Mass, a little after 9. And then staying open until 7 p.m. on those two nights. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll extend the hours till 7 p.m. that you can just drop by and pray here in the church. That's a huge step forward for us. We're making these incremental steps, and I have to admit, every single one of them, while they may be small individually, they feel huge as we continue to slowly reopen. Confessions are still the times that we've been having them. Tuesday evenings starting at 5 p.m. and then on Thursday mornings starting after the 8:30 Mass, a little after 9 o'clock. And then we're continuing Adoration of the Blessed Sacrament, the Exposed Sacrament, on Tuesday evenings from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So really excited about giving you that information about the new expanded hours that the church will be open. So I invite you to come and pray. And then just continue to invite you to consider coming back to Mass if you're starting to feel comfortable doing that. It would be great to have you here in person. Our weekend Mass schedule, just as a reminder, 9 a.m. Mass on Sunday. You still have to register for that one. We're pretty full on those Sundays typically, so you'll need to register for that 9 a.m. Sunday Mass. You don't have to register at this point for the 11:30 a.m. Mass in Spanish, nor the 5 p.m. Sunday evening Mass in English. There may become a time when we'll have to start registering for those again if they become full, but right now you don't have to register for those two Masses. And then just ask you to continue to keep in your prayers our adult elect that are moving towards the waters of Easter, that we will celebrate the third scrutiny at the 5 p.m. Mass on Sunday night. So for Jessamy and for Sean, for Kim and for Lokalani, just ask you to continue to keep them in your prayers. Well, that's it for this version of Fridays with Father. I really look forward to seeing you. If you can join us for Mass tonight at 6, the retreat tomorrow, and Mass on Sunday. So have a great weekend, everyone. God bless.